Right now at 10, just hours before the Leinenkugel's Brewery in Chippewa Falls closes, a member of the founding family sharing his efforts to stop it from happening.
And outside police reportedly transporting homeless people to Eau Claire. The video that could answer the allegation.
Plus, what the county board just voted on that could help bring airlines to La Crosse.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. We are hearing from Dick Leinenkugel on the eve of the brewery closing in Chippewa Falls. Now, Molson Coors plans to move operations to Milwaukee, meaning the 56 employees of the brewery in Chippewa Falls are set to lose their jobs. Dick and his brother Jake have offered to buy it back from Molson Coors. The brothers said they asked the CEO to begin those talks January 6th, but they say he declined and has not responded to follow-up messages.
Chippewa Falls Leinenkugel's Brewery is more than a facility. It's a symbol of our legacy. It's a source of pride for our community, and I believe it's a key part of what makes Leinenkugel's unique. So, as a family, we're going to continue to hope for a resolution that honors our history and secures the future of brewing in Chippewa Falls.
In a statement, Molson Coors Chief Communications Officer says they're committed to maintaining a strong presence in Chippewa Falls. He says, quote, "Our pilot brewery will continue serving as an innovation hub, and the Leinie's Lodge will continue to be a gathering place for locals and out-of-towners to enjoy their favorite beers and one-of-a-kind varieties available only at the Lodge."
Well, a really nice Thursday if you enjoyed some mild conditions with this kind of January thaw that we're having for Thursday. We got one more day of it going on right now, but those are your highs, mid to upper 30s for some locations. Snow cover in some other areas kept it more to the low to mid 30s, but all in all, really a nice day here. You'll enjoy actually tomorrow too, because if you look out to the west, those are your high temperatures for today. You see a lot, even 40s out into Dakotas, all that green. That is the air mass that's going to be coming our way tomorrow, but only for a brief stop there. Overall, things will then change as we get throughout. That warm front that's lifting through the area later tonight is out to the west, entering Minnesota. We have high clouds overhead. That's really what we'll see for cloud cover overnight as this passes through, and then the fall cold front for Friday is just behind there too. So temperatures tonight are actually going to climb up more. They're already in the mid to upper 20s. They'll probably be into the 30-degree range or in the low 30s as the winds begin to increase as that warm front passes through. So another mild start to the end of the work week as you see temperatures overall getting back up to 40. A little bit of sun, but still plenty of clouds. The winds will be breezy in the morning. They'll kind of taper off by noon for La Crosse too, and very similar for Eau Claire. A lot of high clouds there, a few breaks, and then clouds begin to increase as that front approaches them, probably the cold front by noon. The winds will kind of lighten up, and then they'll start turning around to the northwest as we go in the afternoon. But we do have alert day conditions because this cold front, and we have another one coming too. We're going to see some dangerously cold conditions for the weekend and early next week, and we'll break all that down a bit later in the broadcast.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
Adam Fravel is appealing his murder conviction. He was convicted to life in prison for the murder of Madeline Kingsbury. Fravel's attorney requested for all of his pretrial, trial, and post-trial material. A Winona County judge has granted the request.
Wisconsin health officials have confirmed the state's first child death from influenza this year. According to DHS, respiratory illnesses in the state are at a high level. Just earlier this month, almost 6% of ER visits in kids under 5 had an RSV diagnosis. So DHS now encouraging families to get vaccinated.
Vaccination is the best way to prevent complications like hospitalizations and, in this case, unfortunately, death. If you have not been vaccinated, I would strongly suggest that you consider at this particular point, not only for the person itself, but for those people who are around you.
Nationwide, there have been 16 pediatric deaths tied to influenza.
The controversy over alleged illegal homeless drop-offs in Eau Claire is getting bigger.
A police department accused of a drop-off just released body cam video as a response. News 8 Now's Grace Monk has the story.
Eau Claire officials claim that nearby law enforcement agencies are bringing individuals that did not ask to be transported to their city.
The transport of unhoused individuals, or really any individuals outside of jurisdiction to another location, is, we think, beyond the authority of law enforcement.
One of those agencies is Menominee PD, who say that the letter to call does not accurately reflect the situation. The department released body cam footage that shows the conversation between the individual and officers.
Are you interested at all in going to Eau Claire? Because there's a homeless shelter there that guarantees the first night stay.
Eau Claire where?
Eau Claire is about half an hour that way on the interstate.
I don't mind.
What's that?
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Clare City Attorney Stephen Nick thinks the footage does the opposite.
Our statements on it are 100% accurate. It's an individual who says they don't know where Eau Claire is.
Nick says it puts the community at risk.
Drops off an individual that is in need of assistance, has to varying degrees mental health, drug or other addictions.
And that it's unlawful.
All those things, again, are improper, we think illegal, and again, fundamentally dangerous to all involved.
Attorney General Josh Kaul says that's not exactly true.
Precisely what an agency can or can't do will depend on the specific circumstances of a case.
Nick hopes that their letter to Kaul will prevent this from happening in the future.
I think better to make clear, hopefully through the Attorney General's response, that it's not a permissible option.
But Kaul wants agencies to work together to help the unhoused population.
My hope is that agencies in this part of the state can work together in good faith to make sure that they're working collaboratively and doing so in the best interests of the people in the communities they serve.
Now, we did reach out to the agencies named in the letter and are waiting to hear back.
Attorney General Kaul is today also highlighting services provided to schools after critical incidents. The Office of School Safety provides guidance and support to schools faced with traumatic events like school shootings. Since its creation in September of 2020, OSS has aided in more than 150 school critical incidents statewide.
Fundamentally, the work that our Office of School Safety does in conjunction with school districts is about ensuring that our students don't have to do as much worrying about their safety and can focus on what we all hope they are, which is learning.
Officials say the office has also created and trained 12 critical incident response teams throughout the state.
Governor Tony Evers was in La Crosse today. It was a part of his statewide promotion of his new Office of Violence Prevention. Evers took part in a roundtable discussion at Amplify Health at the hospital's Crime Victim Services Unit.
And so we're really pleased that we were able to bring this office together, and we'll be working with Amplify's efforts here, but all across the state.
Evers is launching the office with $10 million in federal funding. State Republicans have indicated they'd be unlikely to fund it long-term in the state budget.
The La Crosse County Board has voted to help the city's regional airport attract a second airline. The board tonight voted in favor of donating up to $250,000 to the airport's minimum revenue guarantee. That is essentially a safety net where if an airline sets up in La Crosse and doesn't get their expected ticket revenue, the airport would pay for the difference. Airport officials believe offering that guarantee will entice an airline to service LSE. The board did amend the resolution to say that county dollars will only go out when other donors match that amount. La Crosse Regional Airport has been down to just one airline since June of 23 when Delta left because of a lack of workers.
The Viroqua School Board approving an operational referendum for the April 1st ballot. It will ask district voters to raise their levy $1.3 million a year for the next 2 years. If voters reject it, the district may be forced to cut staff and reduce student services. Viroqua just tried a similar referendum in November. It failed by 30 votes.
A newly renovated Quick Trip on La Crosse's north side is back open. The store, located on George Street at the former site of America's Best Value Inn. It'll be open daily from 5 a.m. to midnight.
The La Crosse Area Chamber of Commerce hosted its Young Professionals Awards ceremony tonight. The event spotlighted the achievements and contributions of young professionals in the Coulee region. Several awards were given out, including Best Young Professionals Workplace, Imagining Leader of the Year, and Entrepreneur of the Year. The CEO of the Chamber says the event is helping build a stronger workforce.
So we know that our businesses need great talent. We have workforce issues, and we want to make sure that we at the Chamber do whatever we can to help strengthen young professionals as they grow up in the workforce.
New this year, casino games for the chance to win some raffle prizes.
Thousands displaced as the Southern California wildfires continue to rage.
Where residents are finding shelter as they struggle to recover. After the break.
We see you out there, giving your whole heart to what you do. That doesn't mean you have to give your whole wallet, too. It's why we make sure that as you find your way, you can find value along the way. Like 50-pound bags of Blaine's Black Oil Sunflower Seed, $19.99. $7 off select Neutrino Loyal Life puppy food. And save $130 on these men's Ariat boots.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
Want to test drive US Cellular's nationwide 5G coverage?
Yeah.
Download our app. Want to do it even faster?
Here we go.
US Cellular works great out here. Wow, still have 5G here too. Hey, I wonder if US Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working.
Try out our nationwide 5G coverage free for 30 days. Download the US Cellular Try Us app today.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $5,600 in average finance savings.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Extreme winds and dangerous fire conditions have eased a bit in Southern California, giving fire teams an advantage in containing multiple fires still burning.
Now, the death toll remains at least 25 people. Maribel Gonzalez is in Altadena, where some residents are struggling to find a home base to begin their recovery.
This historically destructive Palisades fire, nearly a quarter contained as of midday, with fire crews making ground. 3 other blazes now between half and total containment, as monitored by CAL FIRE. Not as contained, rising frustrations among many fire victims want access into their devastated communities.
The repopulation of residents in the evacuation order areas will not occur for at least 1 more week for the areas that are deemed safe.
The US EPA has been tasked by FEMA to conduct Phase 1 household hazardous materials removal in the burn footprints. We are beginning this work today.
Some have made it back to the ashes of their homes.
It's just gone. Everything is just gone.
This Altadena family, like so many others, scrambling to find affordable temporary housing.
These rentals literally cost twice as more than my mortgage. What?
Airbnb and a number of large hotel chains in the region are now offering displaced residents low or no charge accommodations. California's governor signed an executive order today allowing mobile and manufactured homes and RVs to be used as housing outside of designated mobile and RV parks during rebuilding. A potential path forward for those left with nothing but hope.
It's going to be okay. You know, mommy and daddy did it once. We can do it again.
In Altadena, I'm Maribel Gonzalez reporting.
Now on Capitol Hill, former Wisconsin Congressman Sean Duffy apparently sailed through his confirmation hearing yesterday. Donald Trump has tapped him for transportation secretary. Duffy served Wisconsin's 7th district between 2010 and 2019. His hearing began with bipartisan support as both Republican Ron Johnson and Democrat Tammy Baldwin introduced him to the Senate committee. Duffy told that committee he'd show tough love to Boeing and protect programs that subsidize rural airports.
President Joe Biden won't enforce a ban on TikTok. That's according to a U.S. official. The ban on TikTok is set to take place the day before he leaves office. The official said Biden is leaving his fate of TikTok in the hands of Donald Trump. Trump once called to ban the app, but has since pledged to keep it available in the U.S. Good news for football fans.
An alternative to catch this year's big game at no cost.
Enjoy the one last average, above average temperature we have for Friday, because temperatures are going to take plummeted as we go towards the weekend and early next week as Arctic air comes back into the area. We'll time out what the temperatures look like for this weekend and how low that wind chill will go later as you come up on your first warm weather update after the break.
Built Ford Tough Trucks, proud sponsor of winter. Now, get over $10,000 in total savings on a 2024 Ford F-150. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
It's big game savings time here at Carl's.
Save big on major brand appliance packages.
Save up to $1,800 instantly, plus rebates on GE packages. Buy 1, 2, and 3, and get this over-the-range microwave free.
All TVs are on sale.
Save up to 40% on grills and up to 80% on fireplace stands. Your choice of Perfect Sleeper mattresses are only $5.99. It's big game savings time right here.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
It's so cold. I guess I should have called G&T Heating before the furnace went bad. Quite silly, really, with all the things that can go bad with a furnace. Plug vent, rust buildup, dirty flame sensor, the filter. Should have called G&T sooner. My fingers are freezing. They're numb. Oh, take my extra pair of gloves. Extra gloves?
I'm Mike Rowe. Welcome to the most honest commercial you're going to see all day. Today, we're fixing sagging floors.
The problem is that moisture that we're trying to control has gotten to the wood already, and it's called this side of the home to drop. So if you have cracks around your door frame, if you have those squeaky floors or bouncy floors, most of the time we can fix that.
Get a free and honest inspection with Innovative Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
The upcoming Super Bowl can be streamed for free for the first time ever.
That's right. Fox is airing the game on regular TV, but the network will also make the game available for free on the Tubi app.
In prior years, you needed an account and a password to try and stream the game.
Now everyone can watch the game.
Right? And it's just democratic because everybody's going to be watching that game. Even if you're not a football fan, it's for the party.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Party, the food,
and
all
the
that
snacks,
good stuff.
all of it. Yep. Well, we had a pretty comfortable day today.
Almost felt like springtime.
It really did. Yeah, could have worn shorts, but it's about to get very uncomfortable come this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're in for a cold streak.
Yeah, typically as January would, we do get these cold temps. We are getting into the coldest part of the year, end of January, early February, and the lack of snowfall, or I should say the lack of snow cover, really allows that temperature to swing back and forth. Otherwise, we won't. So we're going to get it. But tomorrow, still mild conditions, actually, even milder than we had today. We'll have breezy conditions. We'll have a cold front that will come through in the afternoon time frame. There could be a little bit of light snow or rain or snow showers. I think better shot you go further north. Saturday, we're going to have breezy conditions. The temperatures are going to stay fairly steady in the middle teens, maybe even fall into the single digits. So that's the first really hit of cold air, and then it gets even worse on Sunday and then continues Monday and Tuesday. Sub-zero highs, overnight lows well below zero, and those wind chills potentially could get to 35 or even 40 at times. So Tomorrow, there's a front. It'll be coming through probably right after noon, so we should be in the upper 30s near 40. As you see, there's a little bit of instability there, so a few showers do pop up along it, probably for Ladysmith to Eau Claire, probably after 3 or 4. I think as further south you go with this front, as it passes through, probably by 3 to 4, lesser shot, you're going to see some of that activity, but still that'll be present for some areas across the evening commute. Bigger picture will be that northwest wind will pick up, and then throughout the evening, we still could see a few flurries, few snow showers pop up as some colder air begins to filter into the area. Temperature still overall not too bad for Friday evening. We're still in the 20s at this point, but there will be a little bit of a wind chill, probably in the single digits at that point. Here's your high temperatures where you don't have snow. You could get up into the mid-40s. Where you do have snow, probably more mid-30s. And of course, further northwest you go, we'll have probably earlier passage of that front, so not as much of a climb, but overall still 10 to 15 degrees above average. Winds in the morning will be about 15 to 20. Then there'll be a lull coming through about the noon hour before you start seeing all these colors start showing up in the evening. That's behind the cold front. They'll pick back up probably 15 to 20 during the evening commute and continue like that, maybe even getting above 20 at times Friday evening through Saturday morning. So there will be a wind chill going into Saturday morning. I think the winds will lighten up, but not really until Saturday afternoon a little bit. High Saturday, this really is probably around noon. They may remain steady or even slowly fall in the afternoon hour a little bit. So definitely a drop from what we had Friday. That's just the start of it because we have the alert day conditions going through Tuesday for all this cold conditions. Wind chills could be as low as 40 below. Many areas will not be above 0 from Saturday afternoon all the way to Tuesday morning potentially too. And to get an idea what the wind chills could be like as we go throughout, here's your wind chills Saturday afternoon. Below 0, not overly too bad, but then it gets even worse going into Saturday night. By the time you wake up Sunday morning, you're looking at wind chills probably 25 to 30 below, but depending on location. So definitely that's when it starts with this Arctic air and dangerous cold conditions. There's your highs for Sunday. Not going to reach probably the 0 mark, especially if you have snow cover, and it gets even worse as we go out. So that's what we're going on with the dangerous conditions we have. Eventually by the end of next week, we'll start getting back to where we should be, around the mid-20s with some light snow chances. But other than that, it's just going to be a very cold stretch. And the only positive thing is we don't have a deep snowpack, so that minus 14 could be minus 24. You could be minus 11, 21.
There's some sun on those days too. That's
There'll be a little wind, a little sun does help.
That's the only.
But overall, you know, like I said, we had a similar setup in 2019 that we had 12 inches of snow, and our low one time was 33 below during the same stretch.
So not out of the realm of possibility this time.
Not yet, but it's going to be cold, so definitely prepare.
Thank you.
We will.
Coming up next in sports, battle in the Ridge and Valley. I'm early today. A couple of the top teams in the league jockeying for position, and it is a sad day in the world of baseball. Bob Uecker dying at age 90. We'll hear from a former player and check out the scenes tonight from AmFam Field next.
It's the January clearance event at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's where you'll find incredible savings on closeouts, floor samples, and overstocks. Sofas from Flexsteel and Smith Brothers, casual dining from John Thomas and Cannondale, bedrooms by Canal Dover and Daniels Amish, and the area's best selection of quality leather from Stressless and Lazy Boy. It's all in stock, ready for immediate delivery, and all at real savings. Hurry in for the best selection during the January clearance. It's on now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
You're young, but your bathroom is old. I get it. I visit my kids, grandkids, my precious great-grandkids. Doesn't fit their lifestyle. Not safe. Old and ugly. You'll be amazed at the transformation you can make in just a few days. New tub and shower with all new fixtures, new toilet, new sink and vanity, new flooring, at an investment much less than you might think. Call the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate on your new bathroom.
Get ready for the big game with Spectrum. Welcome more excitement into your home as you enjoy the best TV streaming experience. Spectrum brings your entire family together with the fastest, most reliable internet so everyone can enjoy all the sports and entertainment they love. Cheer on all your favorite players on football's biggest night. With the touch of a button, Spectrum puts you at the center of it all so you never miss a play. Get in the game and save with Spectrum Internet Premier for only $30 per month when bundled, plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-877-959-1722.
Hey, Dominic here to ask, do you love salt but need to cut back on all that sodium? Mini Mini Salt by Pleasing is the answer and is recommended by doctors and dietitians for those on low sodium diets. It tastes like regular salt but with so much less sodium. Use it just like your table salt. Great on corn on the cob, tomatoes, watermelon, and yeah, you could even use it on French fries and everything else you love to salt. Be sure to get your Mini Mini Salt by Pleasing and 40 other blends at the Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Get out of here.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, the Luther girls basketball team got a wake-up call last Friday, falling to West Salem by 15. They were looking to get back on track tonight against Westby at home. Knights in search of win number 6 in the Cooley. Norsemen looking for win number 2. Second half action, Luther's all-time assist leader, Macy Neumeister, skips it to Allie Zittel in the corner, who buries it from 3. Home side goes up 13. Westby would put together a run to get it back to single digits. Erin Gluck has too much space, so she pops it and drops it to bring her side closer, but Luther was determined to get back in the win column tonight. This time Neumeister taking it herself on the jumper, and she drills it. She finished with 23. Zittel had 14, and Natalie Hackbarth with a 3 of her 12 right there. Knights win 61-39. Kickapoo looking to give Wazeeka Steuben their first conference loss of the season, but the Hornets had other ideas in mind early. Macy Mitchell is going to drain a 3, and then shortly after, she gets another chance from long range and splash. Hornets lead would grow as much as 7 in the first half. Kickapoo would not give up, though, and the Panthers get offense going at the hands of Jaden Snaggle, who puts her head down in for the lay-in, and the Panthers clawing back in the second half as Tierney Arndt finds a cutting Morgan Witanen. Kickapoo storms back to win 38-34. Other scores to pass along from the ladies' side. Central picks up a 16-point win over Holman. Bangor takes care of Brookwood. DeSoto beats North Crawford by 22. And Indy Gill clobbers Alma Center Lincoln. On the boys' side, 4 teams now have just 1 loss in the MVC. Sounds like the football season with wins by Central and Onalaska tonight. And how about the Red Raiders knocking off Cochran Fountain City by 12? Well, tomorrow marks the beginning of one of the premier basketball tournaments in the Midwest, the Midwest Players Classic. The event was impacted massively by weather a year ago, with a handful of contests being canceled. This year, they'll only have to deal with some cold temps, so it looks like a full slate of games will be good to go. And by my count, 16 teams in attendance are ranked in their respective state. And as always, the La Crosse Center is where these games will be taking place, and tickets are $10 for Friday night and $15 for Saturday. MVC Wrestling going on tonight from Holman. Tomah and Onalaska Luther featured in this duel right here. Timberwolves' Peyton Smith gets his side on the board with a pin at 132. Then at 157, the X-Man, Xavier Wilson, flips his opponent over, and he would eventually get the fall to increase his side's lead. Onalaska hoping to get a start late in this one here. Max Todd of Onalaska Luther at 175. His opponent made him work for it, but Todd stays composed, and he will end up getting the pin to make it 12-30 the score, but the boys from Tomah would get it done. Blaine Waltemath at 190 gets the call, and he slams the door shut. Tomah wins this one 42-18 over the Hilltoppers. Well, as we know, a very sad day as Brewer legend Bob Uecker passed away at the age of 90 after a battle with small cell lung cancer since early 2023. You would have never known it, though, as Mr. Baseball brought the same passion, charisma, and everything across the radio waves as he did for 54 years. Nobody you talk to will have had a bad thing to say about him, and everyone knows baseball was his one true love.
Because I have a early in Milwaukee tough time, and he will always one of the guys to come and grab my shoulder and say, "Hey kid, you're gonna be all right."
I don't know what I would do, you know, with no more. If I think of no more baseball for me, I don't know what that would be like.
Parking lots were open at the front of American Family Field, and visitors dropped off Brewers memorabilia, flowers, and even some cans of Miller Lite. And we, of course, extend our thoughts and prayers to the friends and family of the great Bob Uecker. We'll be back after this.
Dear Winter, our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready. Bundle up, Toyota.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $319 a month. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's out with the old and in with the new. You know what they say. New year, new you. King Furniture is celebrating the new year with special trade-in offers. Trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. And we'll deliver and haul away for free. Shop store-wide savings as we continue to clear out inventory and make room for new styles for 2025. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments. The King Furniture New Year's sale going on now.
Wisconsin, one of those places where families spend their winters among frozen lakes and snow-covered hills. With all the fun they're having, it's easy to take for granted how they warm up, by the fire, or simply adjusting their thermostat. But for some of us, it's not that easy. Some of us need to decide whether to heat or to eat, or to further neglect our basic survival needs. We are working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans, all struggling to pay record heating bills. These dangerous temperatures aren't just uncomfortable for us, they can be deadly. If you are struggling to decide if you can put food on the table or heat your home, please reach out for a hand up. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
T-Mobile is very reliable.
It's always nice to know that T-Mobile has us covered.
I love the fact that my family and I, we can stay connected just about anywhere we want to go.
My network is my lifeline.
T-Mobile keeps you connected on America's largest and fastest 5G network. Right now, switch and keep your phone. We'll pay it off up to $800. See how you can save on every plan versus Verizon and AT&T at T-Mobile.com/keep-and-switch.
Dear Winter, our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready. Bundle up, Toyota.
Right now, get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey, one of cinema's most iconic homes has found some new owners.
People magazine reports the famous Home Alone house in the Chicago suburb of Winnetka, Illinois, has officially sold for $5.5 million. Ooh. The home is known for its starring role in the 1990 holiday classic, which found 8-year-old Kevin McAllister mistakenly left home alone after his family went on Christmas vacation.
So since then, the 5-bed, 6-bath, 9,100 square foot estate has become a beloved landmark. Doesn't quite look the same on the inside, though. It's been updated. Modern amenities like a gym, home theater, an indoor sports court, personally love that, and a heated 3-car garage.
What a dream home with so many memories already made in it.
I know, right? Gotta get down there.
How do you top them? I know, I do.
Iconic on so many fronts.
Our producer lives close by it. He might take a trip over there this weekend, he said. So
okay.
He'll bring back pictures. All right. Greg has one final look at your forecast right after the break.
When I'm out in public and people ask me, like, how's the car business and how's Dahl to work for? And I'm a proud team member of Dahl Automotive. Been here 29 years, and I send all my friends and family here, so obviously I know that they're going to be taken care of. And that's why I love working at Dahl Automotive.
Out with the olds and in with the new at Wesco in Sparta. Grab amazing deals with discounts up to 50% off. Floor models, overstacks, and slightly blemished items must go. So incredible, even I can't believe the savings. Our team is ready to help you find the perfect piece for your home. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Head to Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And remember to tell them Peyton sent you.
Signs build brands, create impact, and grab attention. Signorama Lacrosse is your full-service sign center. We use the latest technology and highest quality products to produce custom signs, vehicle wraps, banners, wall murals, window graphics, and trade show displays. Signorama Lacrosse Design Services will help create the perfect sign to advertise your product or business. We can custom make any type of sign, including box signs, channel letters, custom logos, digital graphics, and directory signs. Signorama Lacrosse, locally owned, globally known.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
Watch top Midwest musicians compete at the Richard Record Rising Stars Concerto Competition on January 18th. The 2 finalists will perform their winning pieces at the Symphony Orchestra Main Stage Concert on March 1st. The 102nd Annual Snowflake Ski Jump takes place January 31st and February 1st in Westby. Enjoy ski jumping, food, beverages, merchandise, bonfires, and wagon rides.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
My reputation is that people know I'm here for them, that I'm not going to guide them to the car that's going to make me the most money. I'm going to guide them to the car that best meets their needs, and they know I'm going to be fair with them. And that's why you should shop Dow Automotive.
All right, get out and join tomorrow because you're not going to
won't be enjoying early next week.
It won't be like in Saturday through Tuesday, so definitely like it Friday.
All right, live it up tomorrow, everybody.
All right, that does it for us at 10.
We'll see you tomorrow.